AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
Eyes on the prize, baby, Papa.
Yes,
Who's
let's
gonna
go.
get me this time, sucker? Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize picks. Run your game,
baby Baba.
Baby Baba.
See, we got Anthony Davis at the press conference, his introductory press conference in Dallas. I know what Luka meant to this city, Dallas, just like how I know what I meant to LA.
I'm going to bring life back to Dallas. That's a part of the quote too.
Okay.
Okay.
I think that was the best move in the whole trade deadline. I think that move was better than Luka going to the Lakers. Because of the pieces that Dallas have. You know, Anthony Davis gets a bad rap because people don't like him personally for whatever reason. But if we're talking basketball, he's 7 foot. You can put the ball in his hands. He can put the ball on the floor and get his own basket. He got the mid-range. He can post you up. He can shoot a three. He makes free throws. And he's the best defender in the NBA. So for me, you know, what Dallas did, when people try to say Dallas got fleeced, no, Dallas fleeced LA because they didn't have to give up anything. They was able to keep Gafford, Lively, Clay, Dinwiddie. But I love that move by Dallas. I think it automatically makes them championship contention. Now I know the record and the seeding doesn't say so. And to me, it all makes sense if everyone stays healthy. Because if everyone doesn't stay healthy, then this doesn't work. But if they can stay healthy, I think Dallas Mavericks will win a championship. They have everything. They have a great point guard. They have a great shooting guard. They have probably top 3 best big men. And they have a great supporting cast. They have it all. So for me, I think this move is very underrated. People is not giving it props because, you know, the narrative around Anthony Davis is the same narrative around Cat. And I think the effect Cat had with the Knicks and what he's doing now, I think Anthony Davis can right his ship back right and have the same effect in Dallas. I'm going to prove to y'all that I'm not street clothes, that I'm not soft, and that when I'm healthy, I'm the best player in the NBA. And he looks happy. It's pressure playing with LeBron. You know, and I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but listen, it's no more pressure now. You in LA, Kareem, Shaq, you know, it's pressure to win every year when you're a Laker. So I think, you know, him going to Dallas, him and Kyrie seemed like they cool. They spoke about playing with each other. And like I said, and they all got chips on their shoulders. Clay got a chip on his shoulder. Kyrie got a chip on his shoulder. And now Anthony Davis. So I love the move. I think out of the whole trade deadline, I think this was the best move.
What do you think, Flea?
Great move. Got to win right now.
Agree.
Not 4 years from now. Not 3 years from now.
Agree.
Now or next season. If you
Agree.
do this, you have to win this season or next season. I don't want to hear nothing else about it.
Agree.
You don't, like I said earlier in the conversation, I said that the owners and the GMs kind of took control back into their hands and said, we are going to do this because we don't think that Luka can lead us, right? But the fact of the matter is, what did we see over the last, what is Luka, seven seasons in the league, 6-7 years in the league?
Yeah,
What did we
7, I
see
think, yeah.
after 7 seasons in the league? 5 of those, he was first team All NBA. One of those, he was in an East Western Conference Finals. And the other one, he was in the NBA Finals, had a chance to be a champion. So, again, I don't agree with how he looks out there in terms of his shape, right? I would like to see him in better shape. But the fact of the matter is, whatever type of shape he was in, he was killing us. Us meaning the basketball world. Whoever he's playing, he was killing the people. So I just felt like, you know, they got a little impatient. They know something we don't know. That's fine. Perfectly fine. You do what you got to do. But that move, you can't make that move and think that now we're going to give them a year or two to gel. And then year 3, maybe they'll be primed to win. Nah. Nah. Finals appearance this season. Figure it out now. Next season, go back. You can't give up that type of talent and not do anything going forward. You can't. Was he a cancer in the locker room? Was he a bad teammate? What? Again, maybe they know something we don't know. But I'm just saying, it's a great move, but that move is not a move that you can say, oh, I got to let this grow. Nah, this is a move that you got to win right now, or Nico going to lose his job. I promise y'all, he'll lose his job if they don't win.
Yeah, big shout out Fish. I seen that. They said Dallas Mavericks, they took out, extra security because people are really taking this Luka thing to the heart, which is out of control. Yeah, it's silly.
That's goofy. Death threats to him? Death threats? Are you kidding me? Like, come on, man.
I mean, this country is proving more and more that, it's a football country, whatever. I don't know about that anymore. Soccer around the world is just like this. It's bananas. And people are really attached. Luka's a cultural figure. I don't know what the hell Anthony Davis is talking about. You don't mean to LA what Luka meant to Dallas. Clearly. Then ain't nobody sending no death threats for you in LA. And I don't know if that has to do with LeBron. I don't know what that has to do with the street clothes thing. A lot of the same things we said about KD, Kawhi, all these guys. AD was in that boat. So, yes, it's a great fit for the defense that Jason Kidd wants. But AllBall to say that they didn't give up anything. They most certainly gave up something. They most certainly gave up a guy with 5 All-NBAs and could get 10 more, potentially.
No. What I'm saying is Dallas should have gotten more.
Dallas
maybe AD should have been thrown in with maybe an Austin Reeves. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Then maybe it should have been a Austin Reeves and maybe another player instead of Max. I mean, not Matt, but I forgot. But instead of Christie, that's what I mean. Maybe remember, this is Luka. Give me AD. Give me Austin Reeves. Give me Hachimura. Remember, this is Luka.
But there's a reason for that.
That's it. But that's it right there. That's why there was some complaints around the league. Like, Nico, why didn't you shop Luka? Why didn't you go to any other 28 other teams? Like, hey, Luka's available, y'all. What you got for me? For
the very same reason that it leaked out to Kevin Durant and he reneged on the trade. For the same exact reason. They didn't want to let it leak out because they didn't want the revolt. They didn't want the fans hearing about it. They didn't want the protest because Kevin Durant protested against the trade to go to Warriors, and he doesn't have a no trade clause. Fabian. Nobody does besides Bradley Beal and LeBron James. So this guy's 25 years old. And I still understand the Dallas Mavericks point. I nobody's talking about it, and I hate to bring it up and make it sound like that, but if he's not in shape, doesn't want to get into shape, they're really scared. Forget about just winning. We're going to invest $350 on you, and you might get hurt and not come back the same way, bro. This is a real physical sport. You don't play. He plays tough. But he plays tough.
But the injuries, and I totally agree with you, Fabian, because the injuries apparently they're equating the injuries to the fact that he's not in shape. Like the type of injuries he's getting are because your fat ass ain't in shape. Right? If you took some of the pressure off them knees, if you took some of the pressure off them calves, maybe you wouldn't be straining your calf all the time.
Have you seen Luka rookie highlights lately?
I know what he looked like.
I forgot.
I know what he looked like. He was
lighter.
Crazy. He was a lot lighter.
Yeah, but he looked bananas. I remember watching the tape when they were during the draft, and I'm like, yo, he looks legit. How is there an argument? Vlade Divac, I don't know what beef you had with his pops. I don't know what was going on, but he looks crazy. He was 6'9" over there in Europe. Nah, he looks amazing. So Dallas risked a lot. It's not that they didn't. They knew what they were giving up. Like, I didn't know it was gonna be on this level from this city. They gave up a lot. They didn't get back enough. And what's his name? Brian Windhorst just said the same exact thing I said that night. They probably gave up the draft pick from the Lakers because they wanted the Lakers to stay quiet. They didn't want to leak out. They could have leaked that shit out. You know what? We're gonna go tell LeBron. And then the whole world's gonna know. So I think they wanted to keep it quiet. This is something going back to what you said earlier, Flea, where we're not gonna understand what really happens until 20 years from now, or maybe even 10 years, and they're gonna leak something about Luka, because it's still the most memorable trade. It might be the most memorable trade ever in basketball history at this point. It's so shocking that it took place. But like y'all said, man, AD and them got to get it done, and they can't just win one. I don't like you can win this. It has to be not even you can win.
Way.
It's you can win, Flea. It's not even that. It's the way you win the fans over. That's really a part of it, because this was a dramatic turn in the franchise and fandom. They got to win heart-wrenching in the playoffs for the fans to really root for you, because we know what it is. There's certain players we don't want to root for. Look at Julius Randle. I don't want to root for you till you finally turn the corner when Brunson was the leader and we got a team balance. Okay, I could watch you play now, but before that, it's hard, and it's hard for us to root for certain people. And obviously, Luka was the darling out there.
Well, y'all both made great points, and the point I made the other day, which I don't know if y'all heard or not. I think Dallas made a business decision, and I think they said to themselves, okay, we give you 350, 5 years, that's $70 million a year. It's not guaranteed in them 5 years we're going to win a championship. You're going to be the best player in the NBA, and you're going to win an MVP. One thing I can say about LeBron in his prime, you give him that deal at 25, 26, 27, in 5 years, he's going to guarantee you a championship or two. Luka Doncic is not guaranteeing you that. And maybe it's because of the things y'all are saying, injury prone maybe, or weight. But you look at the landscape of the league today, you still have the Joker. Now you have SGA. And it's like, like I said, people compared Luka to LeBron. People were saying he is the next LeBron. He is going to be the next best player in the face of the league. And to give a guy that type of contract, and it's not guaranteeing nothing, I think that's what Dallas looked at. And that style of basketball they was playing, I mean, I understand they got to a finals and to a Western Conference finals, but it didn't get them the goal, which is the championship. And for me, if I run a business, if I give you all that money within 5 years, I need to win a championship. And I don't think Luka guarantees that, even in his prime. And for me, I think that was the major problem. And that's why they traded him. Because like I said, we give you this money. It doesn't seem, I don't know if you're a great teammate or not, but from the outside looking in and from some things we hear, he doesn't work hard. Like I said, you don't play a lick of defense. So, for me, you damn near run the organization. So I just think, people don't talk about that as much. That, a lot of these players in their prime, they was going to finals and winning championships. Kawhi Leonard went to 2-1. KD went to 2-1. LeBron went to, 10. Some crazy shit. Curry went to 6, 1-4. And I just think, Dallas said, we seen you for 7 years, and we had enough. And I think that was one of the reasons.
That's the other side to this, Flea, that it makes sense for Dallas, because you got Wemby, Joker, Giannis, the SGAs of the world. Yeah, you got some SGAs, some Brunson, some Tatums, but even Tatum is 6'8", 6'9". It looks like a lot of these guys are getting. I don't know how Cooper Flagg's gonna come out, but the league is getting bigger. Like Luka, they're gonna start being able to guard Luka. It seems like, if we're really gonna evolve the way that we are, it's not gonna be harder to guard Luka. I don't think. Yeah, he's gonna still score his points, but Wemby's the man right now, and they don't load it up over there in San Antonio. They'd rather have AD there to combat Wemby than Luka, it seems like, for the next 2 or 3 years minimum.
Hey, Flea, I want you to answer this. You said Dallas got to win now. The Lakers don't have to win now either?
Baby Bubba.
AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.